Baking is one of the most important skills in cooking because it allows us to create different kinds of cakes, breads, pastries, and even desserts. To produce quality baked product, bakers use different tools and equipment that help make the baking process easier, faster, and more organized. Each tool has its own function in preparing, mixing, baking, and decorating food products. So, good day everyone. Good day, Sir Yuri. My name is Chairich T. Maglangit, and today I will discuss the different tools and equipment used in baking. These tools are important because they help baker prepare different kind of ingredients, mix batter, bake products properly, and decorate pastries and cakes. Using the correct tools makes baking easier, faster, and more organized. So first, we have here the baking wares. These are the containers used for baking butter and dough. Different baking wares are used depending on the type of product being baked. The first here is the tube center pan. This is a round and deep pan with a hollow center. It is commonly used for chiffon cakes and angel food cakes. The hollow center allows heat to circulate evenly inside the cake. The disadvantage of this, it helps to para maging pantay ang pagtaas ng cake and evenly, especially chiffon cakes. The disadvantage, medyo mahirap siyang linisin. It's because of the yung sa gitna ng tube. The next is the muffin pan. It is a pan with several small cup-shaped holes used for baking muffins and cupcakes. There is a advantage naman, nakakagawa ito ng equal size ng muffin at cupcakes, kaya mas presentable tignan. But there's a disadvantage also. Kapag hindi ito nag-grease ng maayos, madaling dumikit yung butter at mahirap siya tanggalin ang baked product. So, the third is the jelly roll pan. This is a shallow rectangular pan used for baking the thin sponge cake and cake rolls. The disadvantage of this, perfect ito for thin cakes dahil mabilis and pantay yung baking. While the disadvantage, hindi ito suitable for yung mga thick butter dahil mababaw lang ang pan at maaaring umapaw ang mixture. We also have here the loaf pan, a rectangular pan used for loaf bread, banana bread, and also meatloaf. The disadvantage of this is nakakatulong ito para magkaroon ng maayos at pantay-pantay na shape ang bread. The disadvantage of this, kapag masyadong makapal ang butter, maaaring hindi maluto agad ang gitna. So, the next is the pastry bag. It is a funnel-shaped container used for piping icing, whipped cream, and frosting on cakes and pastries. The disadvantage of this, nakakatulong ito gumawa ng mga decorative designs sa cakes and cupcakes. The disadvantage, mahirap itong gamitin para sa mga beginners because it requires control and also practice. We have also here the pastry brush is used for brushing butter, glaze, milk or egg wash on pastries and bread. The advantage of this, pantay nitong naipapahid ang liquid ingredients kaya mas maganda ang finish ng baked products. The disadvantage, madaling masira o malagas ang bristles niya kapag luma na o hindi maayos linisin. We also use cutting tools such as knives and chopping boards. These are used for cutting fruits, butter, nuts, and also other ingredients needed in baking. The advantage of this, mas mabilis at mas precise ang pag-prepare ng ingredients, while the disadvantage, maaaring makasugat kapag hindi maingat gamitin. Another useful tools in the kitchen is the shears. These are the strong scissors used for cutting parchment paper, opening ingredient package, and trimming dough. Advantage, the convenient at madaling gamitin for quick cutting tasks. Ang disadvantage naman, madaling pumurol kapag laging ginagamit sa matitigas na materials. So, we have here the grater is used for grating cheese, chocolate, lemon peel, carrot, and other ingredients. Advantage of this, nakakagawa ito ng fine texture na kailangan sa ibang recipe. While the disadvantage, matalas ito kaya pwedeng makasugat kapag hindi maingat gamitin. At next is a timer. It's also important in baking because it helps monitor baking time and dough rising time. Advantage, nakakaiwas ito sa overbaking or underbaking ng product. Yung disadvantage, kapag mali o sira ang timer, maaaring maapektuhan ang result ng baked product. Lastly, the ovens are one of the most important equipment in baking because they provide the heat needed to bake products properly. The first type is the deck oven, also called a stack oven. It commonly used for baking breads and pizza. Advantage of this, maganda ito for large batches at nagbibigay ng even heat distribution. While the disadvantage, malaki ang konsumo nito sa electricity at malaki rin ang space na kailangan. The second is the rack oven, which can bake many trays at the same time. This is commonly used in commercial bakeries. The advantage of this, efficient ito for mass production dahil maraming trays ang kaya niyang i-bake sabay-sabay. The disadvantage is mahal ito at masyadong malaki for small businesses. The third is the mechanical oven, where baked products move because of its revolving mechanism, similar to a Ferris wheel. So yung advantage, nakakatulong ang rotation para maging pantay ang baking ng product. The disadvantage naman, expensive at kadalasan ginagamit lamang sa malalaking bakery operation. The fourth is the convection oven, which uses fans to circulate hot air inside the oven. Ang advantage nito is mas mabilis at mas even ang baking dahil umiikot ang hot air. While the disadvantage, pwedeng matuyo agad yung baked products kapag sobrang taas ng temperature. So in conclusion, baking tools and equipment are very important because they help bakers produce quality baked product safely, efficiently, and professionally. So the proper use of these tools also improve the baking process and the final result of the baked goods. So that's all for today. Thank you for listening.